It's now time for your council recap. Chad Brecklin, your city administrator, is here. Chad, last time we got together, we had a lot.
We did.
So things have settled down a little bit.
Right.
But that doesn't mean we still had some business to take care of last night. We kicked it off with 2 proclamations. Take us through those.
Yeah, the first one was for Black History Month, and the second one was for Congenital Heart Defect Week.
I did not know that 40,000 babies can be born with heart defects each year.
Yeah.
It's a pretty startling number.
It is, for sure.
You can check both of those proclamations out online on our website at fitchburgwi.gov under the Fact TV tab. We share those out each time. It was a free thing.
Nice.
As I was scrolling, you see that?
Yeah, nice plug. Yeah.
Our first agenda item starts with Public Works and the acceptance of agreement of the USGS for operation on Swan Creek Monitoring Station.
Yeah, so we partner with the USGS, or the United States Geological Society, and the town of Dunn to fund a monitoring station in Swan Creek, which is on the east side of Fitchburg and obviously extends beyond our borders as well. But ultimately, this is in place to monitor the stormwater runoff in that particular area, and this has been an ongoing partnership between the 3 organizations for a number of years now, and this authorizes the agreement to continue for another year.
All right, our next resolution is under Parks Commission authorizing staff to proceed with the design for a project scope for the inclusive playground shelter at McKee Farms Park.
Yeah, so we obviously, folks who are familiar with McKee Farms Park are aware of the inclusive playground that was added a couple, I'd say maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago at this point in time. One of the areas of improvement that was identified was to add a shelter near the inclusive playground so that folks could have another way to get out of the sun. There have been some trees planted down there that will obviously take some time to provide some additional shade from the trees, but ultimately city staff provided 2 options for a shelter, and both the Park Commission and Common Council went with option B, which is very similar to the existing shelters that we have, not only in McKee Farms Park, but also in a few other parks here in the city. So we'll look to move forward after that approval last night and begin design and other work associated with bringing that shelter to the inclusive playground.
If you can't cool down, just go over to the splash pad, right?
Yeah,
like right
that
next
is
to
an
it,
option.
So you can
right?
just cool down that way.
Yep.
That's a beautiful structure there. So we'll give you updates when those or that construction starts. Next resolution was amending the 2026 TID Closure Fund and Capital Projects Budget Fund for replacement of picnic tables and benches.
Yeah, so we have a few parks, namely Southdale, Stoner Prairie, and Tower Hill Parks, where some projects have been underway. And either the budget wasn't quite adequate or additional picnic tables and or benches were requested to be added in those particular parks. So ultimately this resolution amended the budget to allow the purchase of those funds. And if I recall correctly, those were coming from TID closure funds, which is the funds that were excess from the closure of TID districts a few years ago. So this is not tax levy money.
Gotcha. All right, we move over to the Resource Conservation Commission on a resolution to join Renew the Blue Council.
Sure. The City of Fitchburg is participating in the Renew the Blue Council, which is obviously focused on ensuring that our lakes and our Yaharwa watershed are cared for and continue to be the asset for this area that they have been for obviously generations. We're among most other municipalities here in the Madison metropolitan area, as well as a number of other organizations that have joined the Renew the Blue Council.
All right. Over to Finance Committee, they had a resolution for the 2026 Payment Service Network, PSN fees.
Yeah, so we offer online payments for utility bills, and we do not pass those fees on to the users of the online payment processing option. The utility covers the cost of those transactions. So ultimately, the council elected to continue that practice this year, and we'll be continuing to offer that service at no additional cost.
All right. Direct referrals for new business. We had a resolution to support the city application for participation in the 2026 Lead for Cities and Communities
LEED stands for. It is Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. But ultimately, you see this in building construction predominantly. Like, for instance, the library, when it was built in 2014, had LEED certification, which meant that there were some energy efficient, sustainable practices that were utilized in the construction and operation of this particular building. This organization now has a certification for cities and communities, and our sustainability specialist, Phil Groupie, has an interest in participating in this. It sounds as though a couple other communities in the Madison area have pursued or are in the process of pursuing certification, so this is an opportunity for the city to explore that as well.
All right, so we move on to resolution approving an agreement to allow the city of Fitchburg fire and police training acknowledgement for training at a local property.
Yeah, the Bowman Plaza up on Fish Hatchery Road is going to be redeveloped beginning this year, and the current property owner who will be doing the redevelopment was willing to provide the inside of that building for police and fire training. This is a great opportunity for both our police and fire departments to do some effectively real-world scenario-based training in an existing facility. And it was very generous of the developer to provide this opportunity to our police and fire departments at no cost. So this agreement just outlines some conditions associated with it and ensures that liability is appropriately addressed.
All right, we did have a possible closed session item on the Webster claim.
Yeah, this is a claim that was filed against the police department by Mr. Webster, and the Common Council went into closed session to discuss the status of this claim and provide direction to staff after consulting with legal counsel.
Our next council meeting, Common Council meeting, will be February 24th, and our next Committee of the Whole meeting will be February 25th. We will actually be taking that meeting on the road down to the Oregon Public Library, so we'll have some more details coming up on that, but that is coming up.
Communications team will still bring you the view.
I'm going to visit that place tomorrow, so we're excited. But nevertheless, you can catch all the meetings, of course, at our website, fitchburgwi.gov. Brecklin, always appreciate the time.
Thanks.